You know, when we're traveling around doing different seminars and clinics, I've got young callers that all come up and they want to know how to use a short reed properly, how to get it set up so that they can make quality goose sounds. We don't talk about it a lot in segments, so I'm going to cover it here for you today. I'm using Haydel's new acrylic H2 short reed Canada call. This is the call that does it all. It makes the full realm of all the goose vocalizations that you need in the field to be successful on a daily basis. If you're right-handed like I am, we call the right hand the primary hand. We call the left hand the off hand. So that's the way I'm going to use that in terms. But we're going to drop the exhaust barrel of this call in between my thumb and my forefinger. And we're going to hold it just like this. I'm a Tim Grounds disciple as far as the style of calling is concerned. Have been since I was young. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop those fingers down over the front of the call. And what I like to do is, if you look at this, it makes a V right here. It makes a V, and I'm using that for back pressure. Now this call, you can blow it wide open and you can center cut with your just exhaling air from your diaphragm and where the top of your tongue hits the roof of your mouth right behind your top teeth. That's the sound that you use to break a call over and get that clean goosey cluck that everybody's looking for. Creating variance in back pressure is going to change the tone of that call. So with your primary hand like this, and that V created over the exhaust barrel of the call, now what we're going to do is we're going to take the offhand, and like we're going to salute, we're going to put the fingers against the knuckles on the primary hand. And if I turn this around, look what's happening to my thumbs. It comes together in this fashion. Now if I rock this hand forward, now I'm cupping water with my hands. And if I rack it back this way, it's a megaphone projecting that sound in the direction that the call is facing. Why is that important? The number one mistake young callers make when they're working Canada geese is they bury down in the blind, they drop their call like this, it's muffled. 75, 80 yards away, you can't hear that call. If you need geese to respond on the wing to the call that you're putting on them, you need to lean out of your blind and you need to point the call at the direction of the birds that you're calling. Use that back pressure and the change in tone in the hand position to create more goosey sounds, but they have to hear the full presentation of what you're offering as a caller. So hold the call like this. Come in like you're saluting, your thumbs are together in the back. We'll just start with some simple clucks. You'll notice that the pitch and tone is exactly the same every time. As I tamp that call down and close the back pressure, I don't push as much air, I close it down, I get a deeper tone in the goose call. If I open it up, exhale a higher pressure of air, I get the higher cluck, so we get that variation of sound. Put those together and change the position of the hands and listen to the variation in the call. Throw a few slide notes in, or what we call a gander whine, and now you got a lot of greet work, a lot of different voices. One caller begins to sound like an excited flock coming in. It's all about holding that call the right way, using center cutting to create the good cluck sound, and then building your repertoire of calls off that base. Good hand position, good basics, paying attention to details, and not trying to build the fancy stuff in until you have a solid foundation are the keys to making anybody that pursues Canada geese a great caller.